Okay, first of all, before you watch, major spoilers for Iron Man and Endgame. Okay, just wanted to say that. Iron Man. 2008's Iron Man movie. The movie that kicked off the Marvel Cinematic Universe and got it to where it is today. And I'm not really going to show clips or anything from the movie because A, copyright, and B, I'm too lazy. So, yeah, back to the movie. First, I'm gonna review every single Marvel Cinematic Universe movie and possibly other movies. I might do Detective Pikachu in between some movies because I'm gonna go watch that. So I'm gonna start off with Iron Man, of course. Yeah. So Iron Man. I'm here with this review, and of course I don't do scripts for my reviews. I just want to talk. I just do things like you know what I mean. So, I rewatched it and I realized things were so much better than when I watched it the first time. Because, well, not knowing the meaning of some of these things, and after watching Endgame and then watching Iron Man, things were completely different to me. Though I do think that at first they showed off like him getting kidnapped within the first few minutes of the movie, and then it does like a flashback thing. In my opinion, I feel like that's just wasting time, and it would be better if they just like started off with that and then it just showed him getting kidnapped. And speaking of Iron Man, the actor Robert Downey Jr. is amazing, along with a lot of other actors in the movie. And well, yeah, it was really good. I'll just say that. And after watching Endgame, his last line, "I am Iron Man," has a whole different meaning to it. And it clearly sets up a lot of other things happening. And I don't know if they meant that. I don't know if they meant for that to be the last line in Endgame. Probably did, though. But because, his last line is his first movie, last line is his last movie. So, well, yeah, as I said, spoilers. So, they just kept trying to just throw like stuff at you in the movie, which I liked. Well, by stuff I mean like stuff you wouldn't expect. Like at first I didn't think Obadiah Stane would be the villain, but he ended up being. And speaking of that, Ironmonger was. I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't really a good villain in my opinion. He was too bland. It's just he ordered a kidnap of Tony to see if he would to get him to die, get him weapons, and that's just a little too generic for me. It's a big plan for one person, and I will say that the writers really it's his vision most likely. It's just like he just wants weapons. That's kind of it. That doesn't cut it for me. So, and now back to the plot. It's Iron Man. He was kidnapped, of course, Tony Stark, and then he came out a completely different man after his friend who helped him build his first suit died, and then he went out and he, of course, has probably like made him realize what kind of damage his weapons have been doing, and because the people that kidnapped him made him forced him to build weapons, and of course he made his Iron Man suit, and he went out destroying his weapons with an awesome scene of him blowing something up while he was walking away from it, and that's just awesome. I loved that part. That was really cool. And then where he just like remains silent for most of the time during like some fight scenes, and then of course with who he is and like how he's changed from those 3 months of being kidnapped, and when he arrives back, he's still snarky and everything. It's like the first thing he wants is a cheeseburger, and I'm pretty sure he eats 3, so, which is just hilarious. And then of course then he meets like a girl he had a one night stand with back at a party, and then he fought the Ironmonger, and of course, once again, the Ironmonger isn't really a necessarily good villain, and he just kept doing what he could. Pepper was the actress was fine in my opinion. The character, she's not my favorite character, but she's not the worst. I like her, but she's not the absolute best character. So, Iron Man is just, it's a fantastic movie. I recommend it to a lot of people. If you're into that kind of superhero thing, I clearly am. As you can see, Infinity War. You can see it, Spider-Man 2099. It's only part of it. Yeah, well, Spider-Man's right up there. Batman Beyond, another Spider-Man, and I. So, you already know I'm a big superhero fan. The posters around the room already told you, and I've already said it before since I did Marvel's Spider-Man, or like a 2-hour review on that. Luckily, I don't have that much to say like about this, and well, once again, this was a fantastic movie. I always thought it was, at first when I first watched it, I thought, oh, it was good, but then now after watching Endgame and Infinity War, I realized, oh, this is one of the best. It was, in my opinion, I did think that Captain America, Winter Soldier, and Civil War, and First Avenger were better than Iron Man. But then after, once again, watching some other movies and then watching Iron Man again, I realized that Iron Man, out of the 22 movies there's been, is at least top 5. Because it was that good. And, yeah, because it's got a solid plot. It's got a weird, it doesn't have a good villain. Well, I do like the actor. The actor was acting just fine. It wasn't his acting. It was the writers. The writers. Okay, that came out weird. Anyway, so that's just that's my review on Iron Man. So, well, thank you for watching. Have fun with the rest of your life, I guess. Anyway, I recommend this movie, especially if you're into comic books, and superheroes and stuff. So, the reason I actually started reading comic books was because of Iron Man and all those other movies. So, and that's what actually got me to start reading comics. I didn't actually read the comics. I watched the TV shows and the movies, but I didn't necessarily read the comics. And now I do, and they're pretty good. So I would recommend this. Of course, well, 9 out of 10. I'll say that. I wanted to explain everything further, but I realized I'd just be repeating what I had already said. So 9 out of 10. Good movie. Go watch it for yourself.